All right, continuing on, we have our chapter 4 now. We're looking at the chapter 4 practice test found at the end of chapter 4 in the textbook, dealing with exponents and polynomials. This first exercise, 5 to the 0, is 1, 4 to the 1 is 4, and they add to 5. Number 8 here, we multiply. This is all multiplication, so we multiply the coefficients. 3 times negative 5 is negative 15, and y squared times y cubed is y to the 5th. This is from the product rule where we add the exponents. Number 9, here we distribute this exponent to the negative 4, to x cubed, and to y to the 5th. And we use the power to a power rule in the x cubed and y to the 5th. So first of all, negative 4 squared. Actually, let me write this out. Negative 4 is being squared. X cubed is being squared. And y to the 5th is being squared. And this becomes 16, x to the 6th, y to the 10th. In number 13, 2 to the negative 4 means 1 over 2 to the 4th. And since this is numerical, we can figure out what that is. I'm going to do that off to the side. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. That's 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Times 2 again is 16. So this is 1/16. In number 14, the negative in an exponent means reciprocal. So the first thing that we could do is take the reciprocal of the 2/11ths, which is 11 over 2, to the positive 2 power. This means we have 11 squared over 2 squared. And 11 squared is 121, 2 squared is 4, and we'll leave it like that. It does not divide in or simplify, and we leave it as an improper fraction. Number 15, similar. Again, we have the negative exponent. So we can take the reciprocal of what's inside the parentheses, w over 2x, and that's raised to the 4th power. And now we can distribute the exponent 4 to the w, to the 2, and to the x. And I'll write it that way before we do anything else. W to the 4th over 2 to the 4th, x to the 4th. We've already seen that 2 to the 4th is 16, so I'll rewrite this as w to the 4th over 16, x to the 4th. Number 16 is a product. So we will use the product rule, and that means p to the negative 7 plus 6, which is p to the negative 1. And we won't leave it like that. We'll write it with a positive exponent, 1 over p. 18 is very similar. Product rule, negative 8 plus negative 5. That is h to the negative 13 power, which is 1 over h to the 13th. For number 19, we have a division, so we use the quotient rule. And we've got to be very careful with all these negative signs, because the first thing is it's negative 8, but then the quotient rule says we subtract the denominator exponent, negative 4. Before we do anything else, I'm going to rewrite that as negative 8 plus 4. And that is x to the negative 4th power, which is 1 over x to the 4th. For number 20, again, we have the quotient, and we use the quotient rule. This is y to the 1st power minus negative 5. Y to the 1 plus 5 is y to the 6th. For 26a, our instructions are to remove parentheses and combine like terms and write it in descending order. Now, personally, what I prefer to do is put a 1 times in front of each parentheses. And the reason I do that, if there's not another number already, is so that I can distribute. And the truth is, it's more important to do this when it's subtraction, when we're subtracting polynomials, but I do it even when we're adding. So this is 1 times all that's 5x squared minus 3x plus x minus 2x squared. I'll do the x squared terms first. 5x squared and negative 2x squared is 3x squared. And negative 3x plus x is minus 2x. Complete. Here, 26b, again, 1 times in front of the first, but especially 1 times in front of the second, and we treat this as negative 1 times that gets distributed. So what we get here is 9x plus 6x cubed minus 4. And distributing negative 1, we get negative 6 or minus 6, a positive 2x, and a positive 5x cubed. Combining like terms and putting it in descending order, I see x cubed terms here. I see x terms here with the 2x and the 9x, and the negative 4 and the negative 6. So x cubed terms first, 11x cubed. 9x and 2x is 11x. Negative 4 and negative 6 is minus 10. 27. Distribute and simplify. So the negative 8x squared gets multiplied to each of those. Times x is a negative 8x cubed. And then times negative 5 is a positive 40x squared. And times 2x squared is a negative 16x to the 4th. Let's write this in descending order. Negative 12x to the 4th minus 8x cubed plus 40x squared. Number 28. Did not leave myself much room to write here, but we're going to distribute, first of all, x squared to each of these. Then we're going to come back and distribute negative 3 to each of these. So first of all, x squared times 2x is 2x cubed. X squared times 3 is a positive 3x squared. X squared times negative x squared is a negative x to the 4th. Now negative 3 times 2x is minus 6x. Negative 3 times 3 is a minus 9. And negative 3 times a negative x squared is a plus 3x squared. Let's see. Like terms. Positive 3x squared, positive 3x squared. And you know what? Those are the only 2 like terms that I see. So, descending order. We have a negative x to the 4th plus 2x cubed, and combining the x squared terms plus 6x squared minus 6x minus 9.